everyone, welcome back to Eating with the Alexanders. I'm Kel.
I'm CJ.
And today we have lobster, we have corn on the cob, shrimp, sausage, potatoes, cucumbers, everything, boiled eggs. And we have our Blove's Smackalicious sauce. This time we have mild. We wanted to try the mild because last time we had spicy. But both, I've tasted it, both are good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're about to get started.
I got that lemonade from Walmart. Best
I have
lemonade.
some sweet tea. What kind of sweet tea?
No, you got Coke.
Oh, I have Coke.
Yeah.
I have Coke.
Usually I have sweet tea, but yeah, you got Coke this time.
All right, can you bless our food?
Yes. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for waking us up today. And I want to thank you for this food that we're about to receive. In your name, I pray. Amen.
All right, let's dig in. Let's see. Oh, I should have gotten a spoon. Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. So let's get started. You want some on yours?
I'm gonna grab it.
Bomb. 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 We made it way better this time than we did last time.
That sauce busting. Hey, when she start dancing or kicking and moving, you know it's good.
Let me put my business out. Oh my God. Miss Bethany, Blove, my big sis. You did that. You did that.
It's hot, but that's good.
Oh man. Bomb. All right, I'm gonna try our lobster.
It looks good. You did a good job.
Thank you. This is my first time cooking lobster, so we'll see. We will see. It tastes as good as it looks. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna throw it in the trash can right here.
Yeah, like I said, best lemonade. Ooh.
What?
Man, you know it's good and cold when you close your eyes when you're drinking. You almost had it frozen. Y'all know about it. Y'all never tried it. One from Walmart. Really sweet.
Okay, this is good.
Lobster.
Yeah. I put lime on it.
Lemon?
No, like I put lime on it
Oh,
when I cooked it.
So we're gonna talk about today. That food's so good though, like you know.
Okay. Last video, we talked about entanglements. We're not gonna talk about it this time.
Yeah, that's all. You gotta watch our last video.
But that song jams.
Hey, nobody agree with everything, but that song, August Alsina did his thing. But that thing jam, I ain't lying.
Yeah.
Good song. Wow.
I feel bad because I don't agree with none of that.
But
you know what? The song is good. I mean,
yeah. Remember Rick
we
Ross?
didn't tell them to do what they did. The song is bomb.
Yeah, that song was really good.
Wow. I need some more napkins. You want some?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, y'all. How y'all been? How y'all been today?
Today is
Tuesday. Yeah, so Bria's birthday is coming up next month on the 14th. She grew up quick. I ain't lying.
We may do
Out of all kids, I can honestly say for real, like, golly, one already?
It flew by. And she's doing so much for her age. Like, the boys moved fast, too.
Right.
And they were ahead, too. But something about, they always say something about little girls. It's like, man.
Trying not to hear it.
It's funny, though. She's not walking yet.
You did your thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, for real. You look good.
She's not walking yet, but she'll stand there and dance and bounce. And she'll walk while holding on to things, but she won't let go. She's been doing that since like 9 months. Hmm? Oh, yeah, through it.
Yeah, she just...
No!
She's doing a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. Trying to sing her ABCs. She doesn't have all of them, but she has some of them.
You do the sounds.
Mm-hmm. So before we got on, I was listening to a virtual meeting.
Right.
You like it?
Mm-hmm. It was better than the first time we tried it. From the place.
We didn't make it the first time
I know.
we tried lobster.
That's what I'm saying. Always better when you do your own.
We were listening to this online virtual meeting with our school board because we have the option to do virtual learning. Of course, you can always like unenroll your child in homeschool, or they'll do schedules like an AB schedule, and your child can go to campus, but it'll be certain days a week. So we opted to do virtual learning for our oldest because he goes to a magnet academy, and we want to make sure that if everything dies down by next semester, he can go back. And our 4-year-old was going to preschool, but I think I'm just going to homeschool him. I mean, I did pretty good. We did pretty good homeschooling our oldest. I mean, before he went to kindergarten, he didn't even do pre-K 4, and like he was ready for first grade when he went to kindergarten. Like, we prepared him. So I feel like we can do the same with Xavier, with our 4-year-old. But I may buy a curriculum so that it could be a little more structured, so you can feel like, you know, he's doing schoolwork like his brother.
Yeah.
So
I mean, in school, like you said, I guess they allow in different ways, and like she said, they if they start online, I think you can switch back. You know, they said first they said January, but today I heard they depending on how the kid's doing.
Basically, if your child is struggling with virtual learning, you can have them
after every quarter or something. Something.
I don't know. If your child is struggling, you can send them back to their homeschool, and they'd be on the schedule where they're going to school 2 days a week one day, and there'll be some virtual learning 3 days a week the next week, something like that. It's like, I think 1 week it's like A and B shift. And so to make sure the kids are good. But yeah, so basically, we have the option. Oh, this is so good. We have the option to do virtual learning, or your kids can go, like I said, on an AB schedule, maybe 2 days 1 week, 3 days the next week. But we decided that we're going to, like I said, allow Zayden, our oldest, to do the virtual schooling, so that he can go back if he chooses to go back the next semester if everything is like calm. Because like I said, he's in a magnet academy. All right, y'all.
All right.
So like I was saying, virtual learning is gonna be all home based, online. If they have any questions, they can contact the teacher. At their homeschool, they can participate in any activities at their homeschool if they choose to. If they're struggling, they can choose to return back to their school. And then if you are doing fine and you're okay, but say like by I think January, if you decide, they'll give you the option to decide if you want to continue doing virtual learning or allow them to go to school. You can do that if you choose. Sorry, y'all, we keep getting interrupted. But basically, you have different options. We're choosing to do virtual learning because I just feel like basically a lot of teachers have expressed that they're terrified because out here they don't have the option to choose whether they want to go back or not. It's like, do you want your job or not? And that's unfortunate because nobody should have to go back if they're scared. And the numbers are very high out here. I mean, I have my own thoughts about some of these numbers, but apparently our state is supposed to be one of the highest. So, I mean, I don't think that somebody should have to go back. If they're scared, they should be given the option to. There are so many kids who want to do virtual learning that teachers should be given the option to do that if they choose.
Right, because feeling forced and then now having to, already going to have to parent, I don't know, is this going to be an uneasy classroom setting, because you grab some teachers really day to day, whether it's 3 days. Yeah, right.
Some are immunocompromised.
Or you never know who they taking care of their moms, or it's just a lot of different factors.
Yeah, some are fearful for their kids, the elderly. Right. Some have newborn. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a lot.
You shouldn't have to if you don't feel comfortable.
I saw that with the I didn't mean to cut you off, but I saw that with the NFL and some of the NBA players. But NFL players, they're supposed to report soon, but a lot of them saying their wives pregnant. So a lot of them say they don't want to report. They don't want to. Their wives pregnant or about, you know what I'm saying? It's
and
just
they
a lot.
Shouldn't have to if they don't want to.
It's just a lot of different factors that. I feel like nobody should be forced back. Not during this time, like what's going on.
So, you can't say that it's one thing and then downplay it the next minute. You can't terrify everybody with these numbers, which some of them are exaggerated, I'm not gonna lie. But you can't scare everybody about this virus, but then downplay it the next minute. Oh yeah, but it's cool to go to school. But like the movie theaters and everything else is still closed, but it's cool to go back to school. Like I said, for me, I'm not afraid of coming in contact with the virus because I'm honestly convinced that we've all come in. If we haven't come in contact with it yet, it's literally a matter of when. Because it's a virus. It's kind of like everything else that goes around. I know this is different, and please don't think I'm downplaying it. But I feel like the way something ends, the way pandemics usually end, I mean, yeah, sometimes they come out with different treatments and different things like that, but usually people build immunity by coming in contact with these viruses. I'm not telling you to go have a corona party. That's stupid. Like, we're not going to purposely put ourselves in a situation. I don't play with God like that. Right. I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to purposely expose myself. But I'm not going to stay inside 24/7 either. Like, I have to go to the store. I have to do this. When we had to stay home, we did. They enforced the mask thing. They want us to wear the mask. I wear the mask. Do I force my 4-year-olds? Well, the mandate here, I don't force my children. The mandate here is
8 and up.
8 and up. I don't understand it, but whatever, it's 8 and up. But yeah, try telling a 4-year-old to keep that mask above his nose. He does. Sometimes, but then it's hot out here, so we don't go to many places anyway.
Yeah, but all under his chin and everything.
That's what I'm saying.
And that goes to with school. I saw that. What grade?
So at our schools, grades 3rd and up.
3rd and up
are required to wear a mask, and my son would have been was going. Our son would be going to the 2nd grade. So grades 3rd and up would be required.
But then 3rd and 4th graders.
Even them, they're gonna want to wear that all day long. And then the thing with our schools, I feel like we're all over the place, but basically the thing with our schools too is like there won't be lunch in the cafeteria, there won't be PE. If they have recess, they have to stay 6 feet apart.
I don't know how they're do that.
My 4-year-old doesn't understand that he can't play tag. He doesn't understand that he can't sit next to other kids. He doesn't understand 6 feet apart. And then you have teachers who, I know they're going to be doing their best, and you have some amazing teachers, but some of them are terrified. So I'm not putting my kids in that situation where it's going to be stressful for a teacher, because let's say she's having a bad day, and my child decides he wants to go whisper a secret to his friend, and my child gets like, the teacher goes off. Like, she already terrified. Listen, like, I don't want my kid being fussed at for being a kid. I mean, Zayden is old enough to understand, but even him, he's 7.
All right.
So it's like I'm not one of those parents who like you can't tell my kid anything. I'm not like that at all because all last semester, I always sided with the teacher, and like my child, he didn't get in trouble. He's a good kid. I'm saying my child. Our kid didn't really get in trouble. He's a good kid, but like if it was something where she's like you need to do better and stuff like that, I could tell that she truly cared for our son.
Right.
So I was always on her side. Like I was always, backing her or whatever, because she was very genuine. So anyway, we're gonna keep them home.
Yeah.
Because if they're gonna go to school and they're gonna wear a mask, but they can't participate in normal school activities, why am I sending them? I mean, I don't judge anybody else who's sending their kids though. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, some people, they have no choice. Because then that's something else. I was telling her, I was like, for a lot of parents who can't miss work or maybe they'll get fired because they have no one to truly watch their kids, then they should at least have childcare for free or something to help parents out like that. Because some parents just literally cannot. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, nurses or doctors who have to go to work in, they got kids. I mean,
And I know some healthcare workers who have no choice, and they want the choice to be able to do virtual learning, but they don't have the choice. So that's sad. But then I don't know. Then they feel like they're exposed to it too. There's so many things to consider, but for me, it's like my 4-year-old. This will be his first school experience, and I want his first school experience to be a good one. I don't want him to go now, his first year of school, into pure chaos because they haven't sorted through everything yet. They have no idea how this is going to work. So until they sort it out, I'm going to keep mine home.
Also, the buses.
The buses too.
You only can have a certain amount.
And you can only have a certain amount of kids on the bus. They encourage you 6 feet apart on the bus. They encourage you, if you are sending them, to drop them to school, which we wouldn't have had a problem with. Right. That's fine. Even though, I'm not going to lie, his school is like 25 minutes away. But I would have done it. I'm like, cool, but it's just all over the place. It's all over the place.
Right.
You can't, it's just very hypocritical, a lot of it. Like, you can't tell people how serious it is, but then downplay it when there are people terrified to send their kids to school. Oh, but it's going to be fine. I don't know. Y'all, we keeping our kids home. And I feel for those who don't have the choice. But for us, like I said, it's not fear-based. It's more of they will not have a regular school routine. And like I said, the reason I'm not afraid of them coming in contact with it is because if my kids come with me to Target, Walmart, and everywhere else, and they don't really touch anything, but still you breathe in the air, we've come in contact with it at some point. Either we've built up antibodies but listen, we've come in contact with it at some point. I mean, I've come in contact with relatives and friends who,
right.
I know for a fact had it,
right.
but we didn't have any symptoms. So I don't know. You just don't know. You don't know. But I feel like it's not a matter of if you'll come in contact with it eventually, it's when. And when you do come in contact with it, is will your body be able to fight it off or not? And I'm not trying to scare anybody, but that's usually what it is with pandemics. I mean, just one of those things. So anyway, we're not gonna talk. Y'all hear about coronavirus enough. I sure don't want to weigh y'all down with coronavirus talk, but that's what we were just doing before this.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
The little meeting and the next question was actually going on there. What started at 6? So yeah, we was doing that literally before we started filming.
Yeah. So like I said, that's what we're gonna do, and you can have some of my sauce.
And it's good, bro.
I
love sauce.
And I hope that other people can find peace of mind with whatever they decide to do for their kids. And I pray for the safety of everybody involved, teachers included, because I feel bad for them that they don't get a choice. At least out here in Louisiana in our parish, they don't really get a choice.
No, they don't, not having that choice, bro. Like you said,
it's not fair.
It's not. That's stressful one, and it's just crazy, bro.
Okay. So yeah, that's that. Um. So what do you want to talk about? Aside from us figuring out what we're doing with school, we're just gonna navigate this whole thing. We're gonna figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
I've always kind of wanted to homeschool though. Even though I know virtual learning is not exactly homeschooling, I'll be practicing with Xavier, and I'll go from there and see if we want to continue.
We did what, like 2 years ago? When did homeschooling?
What?
Think about that. What? It was about 2 years ago. You know you wanted to do homeschooling, or at least.
Yeah, and I mean technically we do, but I had never done it officially. Like when I say we do teach Xavier, but we're not very structured with it. Like during the semester is going to be way more structured. So we shall see what happens. I'm sure he'll do well, but
Yeah. I agree with that.
My only complaint was I wanted him to socialize with other kids his age.
Yeah.
Not just his brother and sister all the time. So, oh well. But then again, the following semester, he would be able to go to school with his older brother.
He would absolutely love that.
Yeah, until he realizes they won't be in the same classroom.
Right.
Now, he does go to speech, and that's through the school. So, I don't know what's going to happen with that. If he's going to have the option of doing speech virtually, which would be ideal, or if he's going to go to campus. But if he goes to campus, I don't have an issue with that. Because it's literally like you drive up this one building that he, one little room that you drive right up in front of, and he just walks through that room. And usually it's like one-on-one, or it's maybe one other student. But like I said, either way, we go to the store, so he'll be fine. Is it good?
It's not like I was sweet corn,
No.
but I mean, got a little sweetness. It's not like I was.
No, it is good though.
It is good, yeah.
Mine is good.
Bro. Yeah, y'all, that's the update right now. So we can just see, like I said, we always figure it out and do the best for what, whatever the best decision is for the kids. We'll roll with that.
We're gonna pray too, and ask God to continue to guide us and what's best for us, for our family. I'm gonna pray for everybody else that they make the best decisions for their family, and that everything goes smoothly. So.
There's just so much still in the air, like you said.
Yeah. I don't know if any of you watch Dr. Eric Nepute, I think. ERIC. Eric. Last name Nepute. And he's on Facebook. And he talks about zinc, quinine, and vitamin C. And for whatever reason, quinine and zinc, that combination has been helping people fight off coronavirus. And you can find quinine drops and capsules on Amazon, or you can find it in tonic water. Any kind of tonic water, as long as it contains quinine. And zinc capsules, I think he mentioned about 100 milligrams a day. So like we have like a little 50 milligram.
I'll put everything. We got a lot of stuff from Amazon and stuff like that. Well, I'll put them in the description. If you guys interested.
So basically, what I'm telling y'all about has helped my family and some of my friends. I know people who were positive, who tested positive, and it has helped. I believe it's helped them recover a little bit faster. And the Dr. Eric Nepute, I believe, he describes, he talks about why it works. It's hard to find his videos on YouTube because they delete them. A lot of it being censored right now. And Facebook.
It's crazy when it works. If it works for them, but
Hey.
Yeah, I know.
So, but yeah, it has helped. I have a cousin who's a nurse. She called me. She was like, I can't taste my food. I threw together this little little goodie bag, and I'm like, take this. I gave her quinine capsules. I gave her tonic water with quinine in it. Tonic water is always found near the alcohol. Yeah. It's always found near the alcohol.
I learned my lesson. I'm looking all over the waters, aggie lime water. I'm like, babe, I don't see this water you're talking about. And she's like, no, we're going to alcohol. Yeah.
Gin and tonic.
Right. Yeah.
It's always found near the alcohol. Different brands. I mean, I found like some at Super One, the Schweppes brand that he talks about in his video. Found a Fever Tree brand at Target. I don't remember what brand we found at Rouse's. And we even found some one time at Walgreens, right? Tonic water as long as it contains quinine. So quinine, for whatever reason, in combination with zinc, goes in and allows, well, the theory is, the study showed actually, that it allows the zinc to enter into the blood cell and fight off the virus. And it also allows oxygen to flow better into, in and out of the blood cell. Because basically the reason people are struggling with not being able to breathe is because their red blood cells are suffocating. So, and then you can get a secondary infection, which is why some people develop pneumonia, but usually it's something to do with your red blood cells not receiving enough oxygen. If I'm saying that correctly, from what I read, I believe I'm saying it correctly from what I've been researching. If I'm not, please correct me. The point is, the quinine and zinc work. Everybody that I have given it to, my cousin who could not taste her food was better, like, I want to say the next day, but I talked to her 2 days later. She was totally fine, and she wasn't feeling well. And she did test positive. I have a friend whose daughter tested positive. She was running fever, gave her that. I mean, I'm assuming it helped her because fever was gone. I have a friend, so that friend started to take precautions and take that stuff too, you know, and she never developed symptoms. And from what I've been reading, lots of other people have been seeing the benefits of it. So it's worth a shot.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
worth a shot.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, when I see people like on my friends list on Facebook talk about their symptoms and that they have it, I'm like in their inbox, hey, go get this. But basically, I think he mentions like 100 milligrams of zinc. So you can get 50 milligrams zinc and take like 2 capsules. I think he mentions taking 500 milligrams of vitamin C. I'd probably take 1,000. So if you have 250 milligram capsules of vitamin C, take 2. You have your 500 milligrams. If you have 500 milligrams and you want to go up to 1,000, just take 2 500 milligram capsules. Ooh, that's thunder.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all, like that. But when you take your zinc, make sure you're taking your quinine, whether it's the capsules, the drops, or the tonic water, if you have those symptoms. I am not a doctor, but that works for the people I know.
Like you said, I mean, people you gave it to, they say it worked. Man, they just took what you said and gave them there.
Yeah. I wish I could find that doctor's info. I'm telling y'all, look up Eric Neupte, Neupte, and like in the search bar, put quinine, and you might find a video. I have a link, but it goes to Facebook.
Right.
I mean, we can include it, but I have not found it. It's been very hard to find it on YouTube lately, so I don't know. We don't claim it's a cure.
Right.
But
I mean, it works. Like I said, straight from everyone you mouth who you gave it to, they were like,
not just me.
No, I know.
When you look up videos about it, there was a
Certain
video on
doctors, too.
YouTube about it being a myth. And when you look at the comments, they're like, it's not a myth. I've done it. Family members have done it. People are onto it. Or just type in.
And what she's saying is not even a lie. Like when she told me about it, she was like, "Hey, babe, go to the store, get this and that." No, I'm just saying everything she was telling me to get either was out those exact items. It's not a coincidence, like, because that's not when she told me, like, then you're going all over the store looking for that. So I'm like, yeah, people kind of knowing about this, and you know what I'm saying. At least people stocking up. We know a lot of people do vitamin C, D, but like you said, zinc hard to find, very hard to find.
Not now.
Not now, but
it was out here though.
Right, very hard. But just a lot of the things I was like, wow, it was crazy.
It was hard to find after this information came out.
We got some doctors also, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a lot of like doctors who take care of patients, and they kind of talk about it.
Well, can I have that tissue?
Yeah. I'm full.
Some people use quinine to treat malaria. From what I've heard in India. And if it allows those blood cells to be oxygenated, I mean, kind of does the same thing for COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna go into the whole chloroquine thing, but it acts kind of like hydrochloroquine, except you don't need a prescription. But that in combination with zinc, that's the magic combination. I'm full.
Yo, I'm stuck. I'm like, it was great. Like, food was awesome. Lobster. Now that's the only way I'm gonna want the lobster. We know our own. Like,
I'm glad you liked it.
It was perfect. The flavor was down and everything.
I don't know if I cooked it too long. Did it?
I don't seem like it. It wasn't tough. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Tough.
Mm-hmm.
Take a good nap now.
That's crazy.
I was up pretty early with the kids.
Yeah. We did have an early one.
Yeah. Brianna and Xavier.
Mm-hmm.
They both was up. That's the two. Zayden. Zayden, sometimes we gotta go wake him up. Like, boy, get up. You know, like he'll be. But the baby and
Xavier sleeps like a teenager.
Yeah, for real. That's how you do. It'll be 9, 10 o'clock. The boy still be knocked out. Now I understand they have some. We got like the room darkening
we have
curtains. So like even when they ain't seen
blackout curtains.
Blackout, yeah.
In his room.
So when the sun is out, there's nothing coming through. It's still. Like, I go in there like, man, they still think it's nighttime.
That's why I go in and I open the curtain.
Because he'll be like, it's morning already. We're like, yeah, boy, it's like 9:30. He don't even know what the curtains the way it is. But yeah, but Xavier and the baby and Brielle.
They're always up early.
Up early, 6, 7. Brielle might be 3, 4. It just depends. Sometimes
That's
it's
not
rare.
often for her.
No, it's rare.
Y'all, I'm gonna show y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna eat this on camera because it's so much. Maybe we can do a spoonful. CJ surprised me. Here, Bria.
Yeah, Brielle. She might be fighting somebody.
She's not fighting.
Nah.
She's playing.
She probably playing with Zeta.
She is.
She love her brothers, y'all.
She loves her brother.
Like
brothers, but
she love him. Like I said, her and Zay. I guess I told him, I said, why? Cause y'all look alike. Like literally, I was holding like Zayden came in. She jumping out of my arms like she's going to him. Like, right, what you
we
want?
allow him to like watch her sometimes.
Quote unquote.
Watch her.
Without
But we'll make sure she's
yeah.
in a secure area, and he can just kind of monitor her and pick her up and then put her down like in a safe spot.
See with us,
and we go back and forth and we check on them. But we give him that because he's always wanted a little sister.
he always
so,
did. He always did.
And
like they room with the bunk beds, they're at the bottom bunk, which is on the ground on the floor because it's a full size.
It's really low.
Yeah, it's on the carpet pretty much. It's on the floor.
So we allow him to sit on there with her and watch TV.
She'll chill, yeah. She'll chill on him. Either if he's playing on his tablet, literally she just chilling on him, watching the tablet.
And we go back and forth and check constantly.
Right.
We'll pause this video, we'll go in, we'll check constantly. But there are times he puts her to sleep, and I'm just like, dang, we'll go in, he's rocking her. And
I think
like,
our last video, literally when we finished, we're like, okay, let's go check on him for the last, because we done. He was just coming out. He was like, oh, both of them sleep. He put his brother and his sister to sleep.
But he chooses to do that. We're not the type of parents who tries to make him like it's just something that makes him feel special. So, and sometimes when he does that, he is a good big brother. He's mature in that way. Like he's still a kid, but he's mature in like being a good big brother to his siblings, more so his baby sister, because I think because him and Xavier are too close in age. They argue like cats and dogs. And then sometimes they get along.
They love each other, then they want to be apart.
Then they want to be apart. But because of the age difference between him and his sister, 6 years apart.
And he always wanted
a sister.
Because when she was pregnant, she was like, I don't want another brother. We're like, hey, we don't have no control over that.
I kid you not. When he was like 2, and I was pregnant with Xavier, and I told him that he was having a brother, he cried. He was like, no, I want a sister like Daniel Tiger.
Oh yeah, because he was big with Daniel Tiger, so he wanted a baby Margaret. For real, yeah. So and then he got Xavier on that, because when she was pregnant with Brielle, They both was like, "Oh, we don't want another brother." I'm like,
Jeez.
"Wow, we don't
I
control."
was like, well, it's kind of 50.
Right,
Well,
it's 50-50. Like, I mean,
part of you controls.
I mean, part of but I'm saying like we can't be like,
yeah.
that's a good, we don't know.
That's
It's a
what it
50-50,
was, you
right?
know?
It was like, hey, it might be another brother.
Yo. You got a knock at the door. CJ goes downstairs. And, wait, let me start over. Hear a knock at the door. CJ goes to the door, comes back, and is like, this is for you. So I'm opening the box, like, for me?
Right.
What's for me?
Because to go forward, to go back, she ordered the kids some books.
Mm-hmm.
And that had came in like literally 5-10 minutes. And it was at the door.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I ordered this cake that she had been wanting from Kelly Cakes.
Kelly Cakes.
I have to leave his link in the description. Like he ships cakes, and he actually won Cake Wars. He's from Louisiana. He won the Cake Wars. Yeah.
He's from Louisiana, and he makes these delicious cakes. And it's a chocolate truffle cake. But you're supposed to dig in to the hard shell with a spoon. Now, obviously, it's for us, and the kids. So, I dug in with a spoon. But that's how he shows you how to do it. And I already took a bite.
Yeah,
when it first came, it's hard. And you, break it. Y'all. Let me see. There we go. Look at this deliciousness.
Put it up close.
Do you see this?
This
is why I'm fat. Nah, that's my issue. Look,
she been one of these.
I'm not even gonna blame him. I've had an issue with my weight since birth control, since early 20s when I got on birth control. The weight just started. I used to weigh 115 pounds. All right, so this is. Do you have something that shows what all is in it?
No.
You say hi, everybody.
All
right, y'all.
All right, y'all.
So it says this sinfully decadent dessert is comprised of 6 layers of pure chocolate ecstasy, a silky layer of Kelly's famous pecan praline filling, sandwiched between 2 luscious layers of triple chocolate fudge cake topped with smooth chocolate truffle ganache, a thin milk chocolate cloak, and a dusting of Hershey's cocoa powder to seal the deal.
And as you can see,
I was acting like I can't read. Yo.
Yeah, she been.
It's so good. Wait, don't spill it. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, bomb.
Yeah, man. That was my first bite, guys. Like, what? Oh, man. I didn't even did that like that. Shout out to Kelly Cakes, man.
Man.
But true. Well, it's the truth, man.
But we're definitely going to leave his information down below.
Mm-hmm.
He should be shipping again soon. I don't know if he's shipping right now, but check it out anyway. Go to his page, go to Instagram, Facebook, Kelly Cakes.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. But yeah, you guys, our kids are ready for us to be done.
Yeah.
And we're gonna enjoy some of this. We've saved room for dessert. So we will see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.